am I slowly melting down?
You can go to the blog, I Heart Hamilton. You can see her DJing in clubs. You can hear her on CFMU with her own show at 2 p.m. on Fridays. Meanwhile, we should give Kristin Archer a call. Find out about what's happening next Friday. It's the I Heart Hamilton playlist for a fundraiser helping kids out in the community with some special music. Let's give Kristin Archer a call. Call Kristin Archer.
Calling Kristin Archer.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking to speak to Kristin Archer.
Hi, it's Kristin.
Hi, Kristin. It's Rick Taylor calling.
How are you?
Quite wonderful. And yourself?
I'm good. Yeah.
That's so wonderful.
Yeah.
I was hoping you had a few minutes to chat now.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
You are Kristin Archer, longtime Hamiltonian and recent McMaster grad just 3 years ago. You graduated from McMaster University, where CFMU broadcasts from, and you decided to start your own, a blog that became a website that has become so much more for you. How has the original idea of I Heart Hamilton changed for you over the last 3 years, Kristin Archer?
Yeah, we're going into year 4 now, which is crazy. Yeah, it started in May of 2011, right when I graduated from McMaster. And yeah, I think it just started really as a personal project, a project between a few friends, kind of spending the summer together before we went our separate ways. So yeah, we really didn't know what would become of it. I know I just had the idea, after being stuck in the school mode for 4 years, wanting to get out and really experience my hometown and really make it a point to visit places that I'd never been to before. So it really started just as a personal project. And then people really caught on and really responded to the idea of being so proud of Hamilton and the concept I Heart Hamilton. So it really just evolved from there, and it really grew really organically. But I think the spirit of the blog is still the same. I still have a list of all these places that I want to visit, and I'm still doing the same thing, but it really just grew and took off, and I didn't think it would be where it is now for sure when I started it.
After 4 years, there's still a list of things for you to do and visit?
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, I always see new restaurants and shops popping up all the time. Even just this morning, a new coffee shop called Pinecone started following me on Instagram, and then I spotted an ice cream shop in Study Creek started following me. So there's always new businesses popping up, and even just like with events, now it's become almost more events than specifically going out to check out a specific spot. I feel like it's been a while since I picked something on my list and went to visit. I think lately it's been so many events, always something going on.
Well, yeah, now you're just trying to keep up.
Yeah, pretty much.
But whether it's ice cream or coffee, there's tons of food. The art, nature walks was something you did. I think there were some really, perhaps out of the ordinary things you've did before. But as you mentioned now, events are much more commonplace thing for the I Heart Hamilton website, ihearthamilton.ca. Even theater and such you were covering. But every year you've decided to do, I guess what we'd call a playlist is what you call it.
Yeah. So music became such a huge part of the blog. I do cover as much as I can, but music became such a big part, so I ventured into booking shows. So the first one I ever did was just to celebrate the anniversary of the blog, and then that became a tradition to do these annual shows at the St. Hollywood, and to make these annual shows a fundraiser to also use the platform of I Heart Hamilton to give back to the community.
And so you've raised money, and has it always been food for kids?
The first year it was for the Boys and Girls Clubs, and then year 2 and last year, went with Food for Kids, and again this year
Well, how much have you raised then?
I couldn't tell you a total of everything. I know the first year, it was, I think, $1,700 for Boys and Girls Clubs. And year 2, we did about $1,800 for Food for Kids. So it's been over 1,000 in each year for these organizations. So I'm really proud that I can do that.
You're happy to be able to take your efforts and make a concrete change in the community then?
Yeah, it's really important. And being able to not only raise money, but raise awareness to some of these causes in the city who are doing such great work.
You also want to raise awareness for the music that you like. How'd you end up choosing the bands for the iHeart Hamilton Indie Playlist 4?
Number 4, yeah. So this one, it's a good mix of local and kind of in the surrounding area. Previous years, I've had a real mix of genre, but this bill is going to be really more of an indie rock bill all around. So I've got Fast Romantics. They're from Toronto, originally from Calgary, but they're a strong indie band in the Toronto scene. They've been together since 2008, and they have a new release coming out. The cool thing about all these acts is they all have major releases on the way. Then I've got Greylands, which is a new project from Wayne Teddy of Cuff the Duke, and Wayne now lives in Hamilton, so this trio is based in Hamilton, so it's a full-fledged Hamilton band, and they have an album coming out in August on Paper Bag Records. And then I've got Auckland. One of them was in Hamilton, but they are also based in Mississauga, and they recorded their debut album coming out this summer at Jukasa Studio out in Caledonia. So I'm excited for those guys. They're an up-and-coming band, also with a connection to Mac as well. And then I've got Kathleen Monroe, who plays under Monroe, and she's from Hamilton, but she now lives in L.A., where she makes her living as an actress. And that's mainly how people know her, but she's been working on music, and she recorded a debut EP with Michael Keir here at Threshold Studio, and it'll be coming out this month, or in May, actually, on Hidden Pony, local label. So that's really exciting. This will actually be her first Hamilton show, so I'm really happy to have her.
Do I disappoint you now, then?
What? I know she's playing Toronto tonight.
Well, actually, I wrote about her 2 years ago when she played the Casbah.
Oh, did she? Well, this will be the first with this EP, then.
Well, yeah, so I haven't received any word on Hidden Pony. How are you connecting with these people?
Oh, I didn't go to Hidden Pony for her. For her, I just went to her directly and went to see if the timing would work, if she would be in Hamilton at the time, and luckily that just worked out. But definitely a lot of buzz has been building about this EP. And Auckland, I first saw performing at McMaster, the opening for Colorado and Tokyo Police Club, so I just connected with them after that. And Greyland, with Wayne Petty, it was just like on another whim. I just contacted Wayne, and I said, no, you're living in Hamilton now. I know you from Cuff the Duke, and I'm interested in what you're working on. I just wanted to interview him. And then it worked out to get them. They've only played a handful of shows so far, so it'll be great to see them part of this show. And Fast Romantics, I also just reached out to them, to their manager. Really just me just going for it. That's in the spirit of iHeart Hamilton. That's how I do it.
Well, yeah, so even 4 years into this, it's as exciting for you as it ever was.
It really is, yeah. It's more exciting now just because there's so much going on, and now, at the radio show as well on CFMU, and looking for ways just to keep growing it. And, definitely still exciting.
Well, yeah, you're on CFMU radio at 2 p.m. on Fridays, and you've even made yourself into a DJ along with Kristin B.
Yeah, so we'll also be at the Playlist 4.0. We'll be starting out the night at 9, picking some songs. We'll be DJing, and then in between the bands as well. Yeah, we really enjoyed doing that. We've only done a couple so far. We've done a couple discographies, but we're excited to keep going with that.
Advance tickets are $10, although by the time someone's listening to this, you got to figure in $12 at the door. You'd want to get there early. It's usually a well-attended show. You're in the spirit of the Internet and iHeartHamilton.ca. You encourage people to take photos and on Instagram and tweet on Twitter. and do use the hashtag IHH playlist. So you're still connecting the real world to the internet then?
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, social media is a big part of it, but definitely it means nothing unless you can connect it into the real world, and for sure, yeah.
Who do you hope from the real world shows up that maybe is just learning about this now?
I hope everyone shows up. I mean, it would be great to see so many people who follow the blogs, who do connect with me on Twitter and Instagram, to see them at the show, people who have followed the blog for a while, but also for people who are just discovering it. I mean, it's a great time. There's so much going on, and this lineup, I'm really proud of this lineup, so I know it's going to be a great show, so I encourage everyone to come check it out.
Helping out the community, foodforkids.ca. You can learn more about that. Otherwise, you can find Kristin, as mentioned, Fridays, 2 p.m. here on CFMU, or on the website, iHeartHamilton.ca. What does the future hold for Kristin then? You're going to do this concert, you're going to help out the community and raise some money, and then what? What's the next year going to look like for Kristin Archer?
Cool. That's a good question. Yeah, I think I never know really what the next year is going to bring. That's what's so neat about it, to think from year to year how it's grown, because I wouldn't have thought from year to year, the changes that would happen. So yeah, just keep going with the same stuff. I just hope to keep growing the blog and just keeping up with it all.
Well, always a pleasure to see you, to catch up with you, Kristin. I look forward to running into you in the clubs as per usual. Yes, you too. We're always out and about. Well, I thank you for your time. Thanks, Rick. Thanks. Take care. Bye. Bye-bye.